lovey. Lovely, you're up and about early this morning.
We're always up and about early. My daughter doesn't believe in lions, do you, little pest?
She's not a little pest, she's a little love, aren't you?
You wouldn't have said that if you'd been round our house at 5 o'clock this morning. Anyway, if the customers complain about me cooking, madam, I'll refer them to you.
What customers?
At the cafe. I start back today.
Oh, so you are taking her there, then? Amongst them fellas that smoke and use bad language?
Well, there's not many of them smoke anymore. And I don't think she's into rude words, not yet. Well, apart from blowing raspberries. Anyway, a nanny Audrey's having her.
Oh, and you think that's wise, dear?
Well, I think Sarah will survive. I'm not sure about me man.
Well, as long as it's not a regular occurrence, is it?
I have my living to earn, Ivy.
That's all well and good, Gail. You've also got a responsibility to this one. And dumping her on somebody with your mother's track record doesn't strike me as the cleverest thing you can do.
What do you mean, me mother's track record?
Oh, come on, Gail. With all the best will in the world, we all know your mother. I mean, she's easily bored, isn't she? She's easily distracted. Look at that town when she went off and left Hilda when she was colouring her hair.
That was an emergency. I had a funny turn. She was concerned. I trust her completely with Sarah.
Well, it's more than I flipping do. Not on a full-term basis, any road.
Well, I'm perfectly happy with the arrangement, Ivy. And to be quite honest, I don't think it's any concern of yours.
Very nice of Samantha's mum to let them create havoc in her kitchen.
Well, they got to do something in the holidays. I had them yesterday.
So, what are they concocting?
Sausage rolls.
Oh, well, can't go too far wrong with those.
She's turning into quite a nice little cook, as it happens.
Like her mum.
Don't patronise me, Ken.
Who's patronising? That was meant to be a compliment.
Oh, well, one of these days I'd like to be appreciated for something a bit more than me shepherd's pie.
You are.
Oh, yeah. You got a lot of respect for me. That's why you tried to manipulate me like some sort of stupid puppet in your sneaky little dirty tricks campaign.
Look, I didn't mean...
Upset me? Well, no, obviously that wasn't the intention. You didn't think I'd find out. You know, that's what hurts the most. To know that's all you thought of me.
Look, it wasn't like that. Yes, I was more concerned about spitting Alspo and getting him out than... OK. I didn't think it through, but it never occurred to me that...
I'd take it seriously.
Oh, yes, if you like. I thought you'd treat the whole thing as a bit of a laugh, to be honest.
Then you were wrong, weren't you?
Eaten an egg twice.
Yeah, right. Where's the beans on toast?
It's coming, I've not forgotten. Having a baby might put a few inches on your waistline, Sonny Jim.
Yeah?
Don't addle your brain box.
And 4 seeds in a coffee. All right.
I'll stick to this. Sorry you're back, love.
No, I'm enjoying it. Apart from missing my daughter.
Well, it's only flipping 10
I
o'clock.
know, another 7 hours before I see her again.
Well, my man doesn't say that about me.
Perhaps you would if you were sweet, cute and cuddly.
I am sweet, cute and cuddly, aren't I, Platsy?
No comment.
Hey, is there something going on there I should know about?
Listen, they don't tell me, so I don't ask. Which is just as well, or I might get jealous. No, they're good kids. But by gum, I have missed you, love. Place hasn't been the same.
Thank you, Phyllis. Good to know I've been missed.
Mind you, it's your mother that's touch lucky.
Me, ma'am? When did we baby minding?
Do you know, my grandson's t'other side of the world. And I'll count myself lucky if I see him once before they bury me. Oh. No, if I saw our Craig every day, I wouldn't think I would be in London.
Do you think I should ask her?
Hey, what for? You don't want to leave, do you?
Of course not, but I'll be a spare part now she's back.
Well, she said that about you going. Oh, then just get the job done, get your head down and keep out of trouble. After all, it is Gail's mum who's holding the fort, isn't it?
So?
Oh, well, you met Audrey, haven't you? Well, she's not bad looking for an older bird, and she's good for a laugh and all that. But reliability's not exactly her middle name, you know. No, you get your head down, give us a demon waitress act. Gail might find she can't do without you after all. Eh?
Never mind all that. Look, I can't sell stuff unless it's here, can I? I mean, that's what my function here is, to sell things. You'll make a delivery later today. How much later today? Now, that's not one of your wild promises, is it? Yeah, well, see you do. Otherwise, I'll be looking for another supplier. Yeah, right.
Oh, I was selling it, Mr. Roberts.
As if I haven't got enough on my plate. What can I get you?
Barm cakes, 2 ham and tomato, please.
There'll be no barm cakes today. You can see I'm set up, lad. I'm here on my own. How do I make barm cakes?
Yes, a barm cake. You slice it in half, you put some
Now, look,
butter
I can
on
do
it.
without your sarcasm, lad. Anything else you want?
No.
On your bike, then. Ah, Henry. You got the leaflets, did you?
Well, I won't be coming here for any more barm cakes, not if you slip in giving them away.
Stuck with him? Oh, ignored him. Did you get everything?
Every last one of them? Right then, when do we start dishing them out? This afternoon?
Well, if you can make a start.
Well, what about you?
Well, I'm tied up here, aren't I?
Well, can't you get someone to stand in for you? What about Mrs.?
She's babysitting.
Babysitting? We are running an election campaign. She does know that, does she?
Yeah, I'll have a word with her.
Has she said out yet?
Well, not yet, but I'm just keeping my fingers crossed.
Be all right anyway. Just tell her to break your heart, so leave me.
Give over. It's macho men like him what I'd miss.
Oh, dining out, I see.
Oh, yes, well, it's only once a week. My little treat to myself.
Quite right, too. I mean, if you don't spoil yourself, no one else will. Not that this is a gourmet paradise.
Oh, I don't know. I think she does a very nice egg and chips, does Gail?
All right, lasses, Mike. Haven't we seen an improvement in standards? Man, you know, you shouldn't be eating fried foods. A green salad do you a lot more good, if I might venture.
No, you might not. What I put in my stomach is my own affair. You take too much on yourself at times, Percy Sugden.
Not when it's for the welfare of my team, I don't.
What team?
The Percy Sugden formation dancing team. You were very impressive at auditions, Mrs. Ogden. Very impressive indeed.
Yes, well, I've always been told I was very light on my feet. I don't know about Mr. Hopwood, though. I mean, he does have other commitments. He has got his business to see to.
Ah, well, nobody's indispensable.
But I'd have to have a partner.
Ah, well, never fear. I've been in need of a partner myself.
Team is this. Am I in it? Of course I am. You still need a bit of class in it.
Well, as long as you turn up for rehearsals, keep time and don't give me none of your lip, I think we can find you a place.
Oh, anything else?
Yes, it wouldn't do you no harm to cut down on calories, neither. I mean, you can't floor around dance floor like Thistledown woman when you count a couple of stones of excess flab. Anyway, that's all I came in for, to tell you we're both in the team. The first rehearsal's this afternoon, 1700 hours prompt. And I do mean prompt.
Oh, heck. Do you think we've put our head in a noose, Hilda?
Oh, listen, if we survived Adolf Hitler, I dare say we can survive him.
I do. Plate of whatever's favourite this morning, please, Betty.
Cottage pie.
That'll do.
Is your wife on strike, then?
No, she'll give us some dinner. That is provided I settle for some mashed rusks and gripe walk.
Oh, babysitting, is she?
Yeah, you could say that. Ah, Terry, just the lad.
Yeah?
Hey, listen, you get out and about, don't you, selling that gear of yours, call to a lot of houses.
Yeah, it's the name of the game, isn't it?
Right, good. Well, I was thinking that you and your oppo, while you're at it, you could stick some of my election leaflets through letterboxes.
Oh, sorry, mate.
How do you mean, sorry? I think you owe me a couple of favours, you know, lad.
Look, nobody's more aware of that fact than me, Councillor, but the problem is your territory is Weatherfield North, right?
Yeah?
Yeah, well, starting next week, we're scheduled to work the south side of town, which isn't a whole lot of use to you, is it? Arrangements have already been made, otherwise, naturally, I'd only be too pleased to help.
Thank you.
Sorry. Cheers.
Nice one, Duckworth.
What's known as thinking on your feet, gorgeous.
How you diddling, love?
Well, it's been a long morning. I'm a bit out of practice.
Listen, we can cope. Why don't you go and put your feet up?
It's you that should be putting her feet up with what you've let yourself in for tonight. I think I will just go ring me mum, though. See how she's making out.
Got your doubts, have you?
Not in front of her, I'd not.
Hello, love.
Hello. Hello, Ivy.
Hello. Look, love, I've been that upset I felt I had to come round and see you first chance I got. Thing is, I did speak out of turn. Audrey might be a bit feckless, but I know she'd do nothing wrong to that baby.
I think we both know that.
It's just that, well, I were a bit touchy myself this morning under circumstances.
What circumstances?
Me and our Bryan had another row.
Oh, no. What about this time?
Sarah Louise, bless her. I said, you can't go turning your back on your own flesh and blood. Even if you don't care about your daughter, look at it from my point of view. I mean, road you're going on, I'll be cut off from my grandchildren as well.
There's no question of that, Ivy.
I know, Lois. It's just that it's slowly tearing me apart, this is. I mean, it's not normal, is it?
What did he have to say?
Oh, I was forever plotting behind his back. I was trying to run his life for him, that I nagged him. And I nagged his dad before him.
Oh, love, you didn't.
Well, according to our Bryan, I did. Upshot of it was he said he'd finished. He'd had enough. He was taking the rest of his things round to her place and he was never coming back again. Not even for a visit.
Hiya. Alright, yeah. Listen, you've not bumped into Alf Roberts by any chance, have you? He's
Nope.
just left. Good. Look, the thing is, if he asks you, we're working the south side of town the next couple of weeks, okay?
Why?
Well, why not? 'Cause it's like the area as any, innit?
No, why should he ask?
Well, he's got some idea that we could tout his election rubbish round while we're out on the knocker. I mean, as if we've not got enough to do already. right? So the story is, we're not working his ward. It'll save a lot of aggro.
All right.
I'm sure Kenneth didn't mean any harm. Don't upset yourself, Deirdre.
I'm not. Not now I've had a chance to think about it. In fact, he's done me a favour.
How's that?
Well, when all this started, he wasn't the only one who didn't take me seriously. I didn't. What, me, Deirdre Barlow, a counsellor? Do you know any other good jokes? But now, since last night, I'm actually beginning to believe it.
It's not worth causing trouble just to score points.
I'm not doing it to score points, Emily. I'm doing it for me. To show I've got a bit more to me than stood standing behind a bacon slicer all flipping day.
Ken knows that.
Does he? What did you mean, cause trouble?
Well, your marriage has had enough rocky patches, love. A man's ego is a very fragile thing.
To hell with his ego. What about mine? I'm 32 years old this summer, Emily, and the poor little thing hasn't even had a chance to show its head above ground. It's about time it had a break.
What, all afternoon?
Yeah, and tomorrow afternoon, and every afternoon, right up until the election. You got any objections?
No. No, you're wasting your time, you know. The whole thing's a farce.
You're as bad as he is.
Look, Sal, I'm not against you helping Deirdre. Just don't go overboard, that's all. You said you was looking for a job.
And I am.
Yeah, when? If you're electioneering all the time.
Yeah, but that doesn't stop me keeping my eye open, does it? Anyway, if Deirdre's going to win, she's going to need all the help she can get.
She's got no chance. She knows naff all about politics, her.
Maybe not, but she knows a lot about working to a budget and making common sense decisions, and which that's what basically being on the council is all about. And which women do a lot better than men.
Here. You want to get her a soapbox for Christmas, Kev? A sequin-trimmed one.
Typical. We're all a bunch of fluffheads. I'll tell you something, Duckworth. When it comes to progress and getting things done, we leave Stone Age specimens like you standing.
Can you let her talk to you like that, Kev?
She's not talking to me, pal. She's talking to you.
No.
Yeah.
Good news, Mrs. Turpin.
Oh, could do with $1 for that.
I'm pleased to tell you that George Daly and yourself are now officially members of the Percy Sugden formation dancing team.
There you go, Alec. Another star turn for you, Turpin and Daly.
Oh, give over. We don't know if we're doing it yet.
Why? What's to stop you?
Well, work for a start. What time's rehearsals?
The first one's this afternoon, 1700 hours prompt, and pass the word on.
Oh, well, it's definitely happening, isn't it?
Give over. We can spare you for an hour, can't we, Glo?
Oh, so, best double act in the business. She looks decorative, I do the work.
So I can count on your presence, then?
You can, Perce. Right, you, on that blow to your gentleman friend. Tell him to get his dancing shoes polished.
Right, love.
Do you think that was a wise move?
Well, why not? She's been needing to get out and about a bit more. This place is all she sees apart from her own four walls.
Thin end of the wedge, love.
Come again?
Well, I mean, you give one member of staff a few hours extra time off. The next thing, they're all wanted it.
Well, I can't see Gloria wanting to go formation dancing, or Jacko come to that.
Look, Bet, you've got to lay down guidelines for employees. That's the first principle of good management. And the second one is stick to them. Show them who's boss.
Oh, they know who's boss, Alec. But I'm not so sure you do. So if your memory ever wants refreshing, Flower, her name's up over that front door.
Hi, I look for you at the Rovers. Thought I might treat you to a double tomato juice or something. Peace offering.
I had work to do. Do you know how many hospitals there are in the ward, Ken? Schools, clinics, old people's homes, ethnic groups, unemployed?
Might be more relevant finding out how many bus stops don't have shelters.
I do have an inkling of what council work's about. But I can't expect folk to vote for me if I don't actually know what's going on out there.
Love, am I forgiven?
I don't want to go into all that again. I'm going to have enough to do fighting on the campaign front without the domestic one as well.
Take it you're going ahead.
I suppose you thought I'd back down when I realised what I'd let myself in for. Well, yeah, I'm scared. I'm petrified. But I'm also excited. I'm more alive than I've been in a long while. There was a time when I had ambition, you know, Ken, when I wanted to amount to something. Then I met Ray, we got married.
A lot of us could tell the same story.
Yeah, well, I've been doing a lot of thinking. And it's not just about proving something to myself or you. It's about caring about people, wanting to be some use. I I mean, I may not know a lot about politics, but I do know what it's like to be a working woman, wife and mother. And it's people like us who, more and more these days, are getting caught between the two extremes. I mean, you read about the loony left and the fascist right.
Yeah, not a lot to choose between them.
Well, I don't want my daughter brainwashing at school with some crackpot ideas. And I don't want the red wreck being sold off to some developer for a supermarket. I mean, we all moan about things, but we don't actually do anything about them.
Well, it's easier said than done, love.
I know that. But surely that is all the more reason why there's a place on the council for, well, somebody ordinary like me. At least I get a chance to speak out. And, well, who knows? Might even get to do some good.
Maybe you will. And, for what it's worth, if you need any help, you got it.
You might just live to regret that, chum.
Oh, Al, lovely. Have you got any of those little chocolate rolls? I love them with a drop of custard.
Is there any on shelves?
I can't see any, no.
We haven't got any then.
Are you all right, Al?
Of course I'm all right.
Oh, well, I just wondered. Oh, thank you.
All set?
Well, I can't shut shop up for at least another hour.
Are you serious about this election or not, Alf?
Of course I'm serious.
Well, it doesn't look like it to me. Deirdre Barlow's leaving you standing. She's got half her leaflets out already.
Look, Deirdre does not have any responsibility. She hasn't got a business to run. I'll help you tonight.
You sure your wife won't want you to do cleaning or anything?
Now, that's on call.
Right, well, I'll make a start on my own. But I'll tell you this, you won't keep your seat on council standing behind that counter. It's out there, votes I want.
Absolutely.
Come on, Betty.
Come on, everybody, let's settle down. Come on, please. Let's have your attention. Let's get on with it. Please, ladies and gentlemen. Atkins. Atkins, Winifred, you here?
Yeah.
Come on, wait, no, we haven't got all day. Mr. and Mrs. Cox?
Yeah.
Mr. Daly?
Present.
Mr. Hopwood?
Hey, we're not a load of kids, Percy. It's like a flipping school register.
Are you here?
Of course I'm flipping here.
Right, well, can we have less messing about, please? Mr. and Mrs. Harris?
Yeah.
Right, Mr. Ibbotson?
I'm here.
I'm here. Is your name Ibbotson?
No, Tyndall.
Well, first, it's listed in alphabetical order. And secondly, you're not on it.
Of course I'm on it. I'm on dance team, aren't I? No. Well, that's not what I was led to believe.
Look, Percy, you told me to pass the word, and I thought it included Sam.
Well, you thought wrong, didn't you?
Yeah. Why aren't I on team? I wasn't known as the Fred Astaire of Colliers for nothing.
Oh, how much more time are we going to waste? I didn't get half an hour off work early to stand here listening to you two squawking like a pair of parrots.
Quite right, love it. Oh, come on, let him be on the team and let's get on with it.
Oh, that'd look very professional, wouldn't it? Everybody else in couples and up along, dancing along on his own.
I wouldn't be on my own. I'd be dancing with Phyllis.
Phyllis is dancing with Tom.
Oh, no, she's not. I'm dancing with Tom.
No, you're dancing with me.
I am not. I'm with Tom, aren't I, Tom?
You are indeed, lovey. So you haven't got a partner either. You left to drop out.
Don't talk wet. I'm team flipping captain.
Yeah, but you haven't got a partner, have you?
Well, I'm certainly not dancing with him.
Now listen. This has all been worked out in precise mathematical precision. Mr. and Mrs. Cox, Miss Atkins and Mr. Ibbotson, Mr. and Mrs. Harris, Mr. Turpin and Mr. Daly.
Mrs. Ogden and Mr. Hopwood.
Mr. Sugden, Mrs. Pearce.
Yes, well happened. Butch with the heavy road, there's no place for you, I'm sorry.
Oh, that was a shame, isn't it? He's that keen as well.
Well, suppose he finds himself a partner.
Yeah.
He's not bad if he gets in the mood.
Not bad isn't good enough for the Percy Sugden formation dancing team, beside which the team's full. Now, have we finished with this argy-bargy? Come on, let's get through and get some work done.
Percy, you're on call.
Let's get on with it. Too much time with it. Keep going, please. Hurry along. Get to the floor. That's it. Thank you very much.
Be with you in a minute, Cop. There you are, served by my own fair hands. I won't charge you a penny extra.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
Betty not back then?
Not yet.
Thought they said an hour.
Well, it is the first flipping rehearsal, Alec. They're probably still sorting out which of the girls and which of the fellas.
All right. I'm only looking after your welfare. You work too hard as it is.
I'm touched by your concern, Petal.
Well, there's a degree of self-interest involved.
Now, you do surprise me.
Don't want you falling asleep over the Chateaubriand.
You what?
A succulent cut of steak to which I'm particularly partial when in funds.
I know what it is.
Well, then you'll know that it's usually served in a portion for two. So what more convenient arrangement than that we share one together with a well-chosen bottle of vino, a little candlelight.
Oh, aye, what's all this in aid of?
You getting the tenancy of this place. I thought it was high time we celebrated.
You mean celebrated me officially being the boss?
You're a tough woman, Bet.
Well, so long as we both understand that, Alec.
You're late. Where the hell have you been? I thought we were going for a meal before we go and see the film.
There's bags of time. I've been chatting to Balf Roberts.
I told you not to get involved. I hope you told him we weren't working his ward.
No, I told him we've changed our plans and now we are, and that we can deliver his leaflets for him, no sweat.
You pillock. What the hell for?
Money.
Money?
Yeah, I've negotiated a fair rate for the job.
You never said there was brass in it.
Pillock, you didn't think to ask, did you? Not that I think it's right us charging him. I mean, after all, you owe him a big favour for keeping the fuzz off your back. But if this situation keeps everybody happy, well...
You're not such a thicko after all, are you, Curly? And you keep telling me what a wimp he is, Blondie.
Ta-ra. Oh, just in time.
I'm shut.
Oh, just want some for me tea.
Go on, mate.
See? Cod in batter sauce. That didn't take long, did it?
Hey, Ivy.
What?
Why do you never babysit?
Chance to be a fine thing.
Well, couldn't you, like, ask?
Well, there's no point, is there? Your Audrey's taken it over, hasn't she? I mean, she'd monopolised that chap. Still, it seems to suit Gail, so who am I to push my nose in? I'd probably get it bitten off. Anyway, after a hard day's work, I'm ready to put my feet up in front of that telly.
Yeah, what about my hard day's work? I can't put my feet up in front of the telly, can I? I mean, I'm going to have to bolt my tea. I'll be out on the streets 3 or 4 hours tonight.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, well, if I don't tell people I'm standing for re-election, they won't know. I mean, they're not going to find out by divine revelation, are they?
Just hang on a minute, Alf. Why are you shouting at me? I'm not stopping you going out canvassing, am I?
No, but I've had poor Henry Ferguson round here twice today, keen as mustard to get out, and can I go? Can I thump? There's nobody to look after the flipping shop, 'cause my wife is babysitting.
Oh, I can see you've got a problem.
Yeah, well, why doesn't Gail find somebody else, you know? Why didn't she get a proper childminder? Other women do.
A childminder?
Yeah.
Over my dead body?
It's going to be over my dead body, love, if she doesn't. I mean, over my dead counsellor's body, anyway.
Well, I'm sorry, Alf. You seem to be in a cleft stick, don't you? But I'll tell you something. If there's any move to farm out that babby, you'll have me to contend with as well as your other problems. I couldn't care a fig about your election. That child comes first.
Don't forget about the Omnibus, with the entire week's worth of episodes on Sunday afternoon at 3. Sam and Daphne are destined for some posh nosh next on Plus in 3 Up, 2 Down.